Shall we try this again? Without hitting the wrong key. By accidentally reloading your last save. That would suck. I'm going the wrong way. It's like, where are they? Wrong way. We all have those moments, right? I keep thinking I'm gonna run into a bear. Okay, now I'm just getting lost. Oh, there it is. Nope. Maybe they know I went and crafted weapons, and now I'm like 10 times better. Really? Or maybe I'm just lost. Would not put it past myself to be lost. Actually, I wonder when you go away to... No, I want to... How lazy do you have to be able to just do that? All of that weapon crafting. To wish that I was not underleveled right now for this area. Yeah. That's what I get for not exploring most of the game. I found it! Okay, cool. I was like, I know that there's a path somewhere over this way. Oh my god. That is cool. Now I'm curious, what happened to the Avar that I was fighting? It just randomly vanished. Is
This must be where Kenrick's assistant came to study.
I am floating on top of the world! Okay. And I just lost 122 health. Which is not a good thing to lose, considering I keep getting one shot. And I didn't upgrade my armor, like Cassandra's. Ooh. To she who wins. Dragon of Mystery. Bestow upon your faithful servants your infallible truth. Grant us eyes to pierce the darkness and souls to bear the wounds of your labyrinth. Dragon of what? There's a Dragon of Mystery? could have sworn that... Ah! Rezakel, Dragon of Mystery, is currently sleeping. It's one of the 2 last dragons. That's not the least bit creepy. And yes, I do have my World of Thedas book sitting right next to me half the time. Before we decide to go into the depths, let's head up here. I love all this little detail that they added to the stone with the over. Fail! I fail so epically. Anyways. Now that I'm the only one who's taken damage, let's head. Did she port here? I mean, it took me forever to walk over here.
You may want to see this.
Hunt of the Fail Wolf. The runner stowed the winding road, and out of the breath came she. Upon the desperate plea. To hear the tidings brought. Favored like the wolf it was in size, eyes burned. Oh, okay, it's talking about a wolf and a dragon. This is a very long song. Huh.
Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperit to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
Oh, that sucks.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Dorina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, but Ameridan would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Dorina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
I am so glad that this is an elf we're dealing with. I'm sorry, but it's kind of cool. It really references back to the Masked Empire. That looks like it would be a solid wall. So, I have a feeling... I don't know which one's the main quest anymore. I know what my main quest is. My main quest is to go kill the Elder One. Because I haven't done that yet in this. There was a path up there. If you're curious to why I'm walking, I've been blown off my steed before and it's not fun to not be able to do the tactical stuff. Sounds like there are Avar up ahead. Let's see if upgrading Cassandra's armor. Ooh, Cassandra leveled. Cold leveled as well. Sweet. Give me that poison. Which probably means Solus is leveled. I do have that, it's just not up here. You, go away. Really? Thank you. Pays to check. It's like non-stop climbing. Oh well, it's nowhere near as bad as the Storm Coast. Let's take care of the ranged. No, that's not normally what we want to do.
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
I would have if I didn't fly over and. I need cold resist. You are the one that I want to do that with. You're shouting that after I barriered him.
Inquisitor. Thank you, sir. Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hakkonite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hakkonites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakkonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hakkonites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
Hey, I can finally loot one of these guys. Ooh.
Solus, I am sorry about your friend.
Thank you.
I knew demons and spirits were similar, but I did not know one could become the other so easily.
Not similar, Seeker. The same. The Chantry sees black and white, but nature is, and always has been, grey. A spirit is a purpose. A demon is that purpose perverted.
That might be true with the spirit of compassion, but what is the purpose of a hunger demon?
Survival. Satiation. The pleasure of taste, of feeding. True hunger, however, is much darker. Think of all those who starve in this world. Mankind has itself to blame for the existence of demons.
Yet demons existed long before mankind. Maybe. I was gonna say, I think there's demons even in the more silverite. Fruit is good too. I'm gonna head to this one first. This is really cool. I know I keep saying that, and I'm sorry, but it is.